28th time. Be me 2018. In a mall shopping. Have to take a shit. Pop a squat. Bored out of my mind. Can't shit. Come on get out. HNNNNG. Rabbit dirt. Gonna be here a while. Pull out model 69. Happy I have a toilet gun. Mirroring my baby. Checking for anything wrong with her. She's fucking perfect. Bowel movement finally. Brown snake in a toilet. Clean self up. Legs are asleep trying to get off toilet. Struggle. Grab cripple assistant spar to help me up. Boom. Fucking ND into the restroom toilet. People screaming. Get my fucking pants on and run out the bathroom with others. Pretend I know nothing and act scared with all the other folk that I heard gunshot. Go home. PTSD of embarrassment has caused me to get a tic every time I remember incident. 29th time. Basic training, finished urban training with blanks. Clear rifle in front of DS. Begin 12 meters ruck back to the base. Bored as shit for 3 hours. Constantly switch selector back and forth between safe and fire. Even put pressure on trigger a lot, bringing it to the edge of the break, but never firing it. Get to the base, everyone is online and PT is ready for inspection before lights out. I clear my rifle before DS walks in and see brass fly out. Bunkmate sees it too, he holds my rifle as I make a dead sprint to the latrine to throw the blank away. Get back online as DS walks in. 30th time. Be me. Get cheap laser sight and flashlight off a range boomer. Probably shit tier Chinese trash but free. Install it. Spend afternoon zeroing my sights on my R. Eat a dinner. Go back outside in the dark realizing I never zeroed the laser sights. Laser looks fucking awesome at night. Far as the eye can see a full Stobie goes across my yard. Point it into the field to see how far it goes. ND into a cow. 31st time. Be me. Chilling out in dorm. Practicing my slide on my pistol. Pulling slide back and letting it go real quick. Watching bullets eject is fun. I wonder if I can slide it while the trigger is pulled. Without even thinking, just pull the trigger. ND into my oil heater. Immediately throw gun across the room into my clothes basket. Half an hour goes past, nobody has come to my room. Lucky I got away with it. 32nd time. Begin M9 cleaning process. Trigger is stuck for some reason. And why won't the trigger move? Squeeze it really hard. Nothing happens. Stare at M9 like retard for 15 seconds. Oh, the safety. Click safety off. Blam. 33rd time. Black powder season. Been out all weekend. Last day. About to leave empty-handed. Rainy off and on. Using my uncle's gun. Tells me to pop it into the ground so he can clean it when we get back. Click. Turn to my uncle. Hey Roy, bang. Fire around right next to his foot. Moisture, fucked up the cap and it's secondhand fired. 34th time. Walking in back pasture with buddy. I have my 50s Winchester 94, he is borrowing my old Neff single 20. Looking for hogs, or anything moving really, but get bored and start shooting bottles and anything else we can target. I just shot, ran the action, and loaded a new round. Dropping the hammer to half cock so we can continue walking, my thumb slips off the hammer. It fires into the dirt less than 2 feet in front of my buddy, he is showered in dirt clods. 35th time. Be me. Had just gotten my first gun from my dad. It was a Marlin .22, got a box of ammo too. Play around with it in my room. Loading the mag, cycling the action and watching the rounds fly out. Older brother gets home from work. Hey, check out my new gun. Shoot his lunchbox out of his hand. 15th time. Spent all day cleaning and removing an engine from an exhaust fan in my kitchen. Finished tired and angry at 1 a.m. Hop in my bed cause I had class at 8 a.m. Then out of nowhere my dog starts loosing his shit and goes to my deck. I grab my shotty with 4 in the tube and open my deck door. I proceed to rack my welfare classic Maverick 88 with one hand thinking I was a badass scaring off the bad guys. Whatever that was there ran off and I walk back and thinking I protected my castle. I proceed to walk into my kitchen to quench the thirst of the king. I point my scepter at the cabinet and dry fire. Boom, all that fine china, gone in a flash. I was so tired that I forgot to check the chamber. I proceeded to feel like a retard for the next couple months and still get shit for it to this day. Don't be me, be smart and practice common sense. 16th time. Be drinking White Claws. Get a good buzz going. Decide to play with Ruger Vaquero. Forget I had it loaded with Radshot. Accidentally pepper TV screen with tons of pellets. 17th time. Buy a pistol with the hammer exposed. Thought if the hammer is down I don't need to keep it on safety. Show it to my bro. He points it at wall facing mom's side. He pulls the trigger. The hammer moves by itself from his retard strength. Gun goes off. 18th time. Typing list of NDs. Move hand from keyboard to mouse to hit post. Hand grabs pistol on desk. Shoot a 9x18 into wall. 9th time. Be me, Lance Corporal, 2111 Small Arms Repair, USMC Reserves. 1. Officers go to range for pistol qualifications. I'm the armorer on deck. Officers lined up at firing line listening to course of fire. Dark green skipper promptly shoots ground at his feet. I have to give him another round. Dickhead should have had that round count against his score. 2. Roll into the armory one day and everyone is oddly quiet. Smell burnt powder. People are rubbing their ears. See chipped concrete floor. Armorers carry loaded M9s and Sarge fucking Pot 1 inside the armory. That information never left the armory, so no one got in trouble. 10th time. Cold as fuck, like 3 degrees outside. New BP pistol I got myself for my birthday. Have thick wool gloves on. Cock the gun. Fire down range. Woo, it smells like barbecue. Cock the hammer while tilting revolver back to clear the previous cap that got jammed. Gloves plus fingers equals that shit fired. Put a .44 caliber hole through the top of the shed we were under. Feel retarded. 11th time. In training. It's Wales. I hate Wales. It's raining. Again. Day 4 of a 7-day exercise. Settling into an admin routine after conducting a night raid, we're all piss-wrapped and tired. Taking my boots off and my shell scrape to change socks to prevent that sweet trench foot. Girl 1 scrape over his stripping weapon to clean. Battle buddy is looking visibly concerned at her. Hey, aren't you supposed to take off the mag? Naughty Dennis makes an appearance. Not expecting the ND, so I jump forward knocking over my mess tin and stick my foot in the dragon fuel heating the water scalding the sole of my foot. Deathly silence and that sinking oh shit feeling sinks in. It's still raining. I fucking hate Wales. 23rd time. Be me college kid lives at home. On Zoom call dry firing my new Glock 17 with no magazines because high cap mags didn't come with. Mic muted video off. Remember I have one spare 9mm round. Drop it in the chamber aim down sight stake it out. Rinse and repeat. Drop it in the chamber close the slide set the gun down. Answer question asked of me on Zoom class. Mute mic pick up Glock continue dry fire practice. Bang. First shot of the gun was ND through my desk frame into the wood trimming of my room. Ears ringing. Open the door to my room and my brother just looks at me and calls me a fucking idiot. Start laughing and explain to him how retarded I was and to never tell anyone ever LMAO. He tells me and sounded like a large textbook hitting the ground. To this day none of my friends know. I now have 2 19-round Glock mags and 3 10-rounders. Keep my Glock loaded 90% of the time. Chalk up the ND to a one-off and triple check every time I dry fire practice. 24th time. Walking to motorcycle dealership and inform the staff that I am carrying, concealed. Strike up conversation with parts counter guy and once again inform him that I am carrying, concealed. Wanted to show him how easy I can field strip my Glock 19. Pull out gun, rack slide, drop mag, and pull trigger to disassemble. Round goes off and buries into wooden table in middle of store. 27th time. Hanging out having a few drinks, decide to watch Sicario 2 again. Get to the part where Benicio straight murders the guy in the street. In like a much less felt version of him, Portuguese/Italian with a little Malta thrown in. Usually unload my firearms when libations are present, but I had some weirdo FedEx guy give the stink eye earlier. Yeah pal, let me see some ID, you're on my fucking property. Go to recreate the bonfire scene and AD 4 times in a row. True. I remember my first ND. Be me. Be pizza delivery driver. 7 p.m.ish. Deliver pizza to this pretty nice house. Knock on door, hear dog barking. Man, mid-30s, opens door, dog behind him barking at me. That will be $16.37 sir. Gives me money. Getting change out. Dog bites me, makes me drop change. Give dog a little kick so it leaves me alone. Man lunges at me and grabs arm. Pull out P3 at. Doesn't let go of arm. Shoot him 3 times in chest. Wife comes to hall and starts screaming and runs to phone. Shoot at her 3 times and hit her once in the back. She's on the ground bleeding and screaming. Walk over and double tap her in head. Hit her once and dry fire second time cause the P3 at doesn't have a slide stop. Walk out. Dog finally shut the fuck up. Take pizza and throw it in the dumpster a couple of blocks from the store. Get back to store, tell co-workers the blood is pizza sauce. Pretty good night after that, make like $40 in tips for a 5-hour shift. Phoenix, 2013. 41st time. Sighting in a scope on a friend's muzzle loader. My friend just got done cleaning it and loaded it in his car. He never told me that he put a primer in it. I thought he just put the powder and bullet in it. I try out the trigger again because I forgot how it felt. Put a 50 calories hole through his passenger door. 42nd time. See new shotgun laying on brother's bed. Rack it. Oh, that's pretty smooth. Think it's unloaded because no matter how many times I rack it, nothing ejects. Aim at window. Pull trigger. 12 gauge boom. 43rd time. Be a non-stepdad. Drink heavily while cleaning guns. Feel primal urge to pull trigger. ND into hand. Stepson posts me on /k/. 44th time. Be me, a retard. Pointing double action revolver at wall. Unconsciously put pressure on trigger. New hole in drywall. Overall you shouldn't feel too bad about NDs. If you haven't ND'd lately, you haven't been handling your guns enough. It's part of owning guns, and you should get used to them. Be me. Amazon. Be not me. Lizard woman. Male dwarf. Lich. We love guns, met each other during the early days of fan/k/Asia. Stroll into town to fix up our guns. Only one Magi gun store in town square. Me and the Lich have mana and they prefer 10-gauge shotguns. Walking to store, and almost spill my spaghetti when he turns to look at me. Because holy fuck is he beautiful. In overalls and a shirt. Face looks so smooth. 5 minutes 12 seconds. Raccoon eyes. And fluffy hair. Fluffy hair. Holy fuck is his hair so fluffy. He says yes. In such a squeaky voice. Had to bite back the urge as I gave him my rifle. Had to look away from his small hands as he diligently disassembles and troubleshoots my rifle. Spilled my gold coins when I tried to pay him. I can't describe how much I want to hold his petite hands and cuddle with him. I want to be with him forever. What the fuck should I do? It's been 8 hours and I can't stop thinking about him. I must have been a retarded kid or something because I would do that over and over and it was the shit every single time. No, you were just normal kid who enjoyed something that you can't do when you are fucking holed up in your room. Be me 10 years. Send for summer vacation to my grandma place. It's absolute fucking forgotten lower bumfuck Mississippi. And my grandma house is at the fucking outskirts of it. House is next to closed lumber mill. Yard is full of shit like splinters, broken tree branches, sawdust and other junk. There are chickens walking everywhere among that trash, so it's also full of their shit. Me being a city kid don't even want to get close to it. Fucking bored out of my mind after 3 days. Went to local shop with my grand, just to relieve myself out of this boredom. See Green Army pack among all that seeds and farmer shit. It was an only toy in the whole fucking shop anyway. Asked Grandpa, he bought them. Get back home. So I have a pile of plastic G.I. Joes, now. Fucking great, but what next? See pic related at the yard. Idea.exe. Fill it with water from the garden hose. Make a bunch of ships from the pieces of bark lying around. The mighty convoy arrives at the enemy shores. But the enemy is prepared. Defense guns start firing. Commence bombardment with rocks from the yard. Capsized ships everywhere, soldiers struggling for their plastic lives with raging, washed up, sea. Landing operation thwarted. Next day build a 2 fort from wood pieces, garrison both of them with 50% of my military force each and start a war between them, 5 rocks thrown at one, then switching sides and throw 5 rocks on another. Doing this in naval warfare for the 3 weeks, every day. Best vacation ever.